What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. I want to talk about the NFL MVP race, and honestly, there's several good candidates that you could go for this year to win the MVP. I want to know in the comments before I really announce who mine is, which you'll know by the title of the video anyway. Do you think it's Josh Allen? Do you think it's Saquon Barkley? Do you think it's Lamar Jackson? Do you think it's maybe even Derrick Henry? Or who else? Who do you think is the NFL MVP for this season? My answer is I think it's Lamar Jackson. And to put it simply, he's already won a couple MVPs in his career. This is by far the best season he's ever had. And that's saying something. For a two-time MVP to be by far having his best season is crazy. Because statistically, he's been just annihilating everything that he could. Right? Every single box that needed to be checked, he's checked it. They're winning games, of course, as Baltimore always does. And he's really just controls the flow of a game. Like if you have the Ravens on 3rd and 5, it just feels like they're going to convert it. Whether he's running it or throwing it, he's going to extend the play long enough that somebody's going to slip open and, they're going to make something happen. He's truly just one of the most special players that we've ever seen. He's the NFL all-time QB rushing leader, which he's only played I think 7 years or something like that. That number is going to be gone by the time that he's done here. And for as durable as he's been too, I just think he's had the best season of them all. He's got a total of 43 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. That's over 10-1 touchdown to interception ratio. 39 of those touchdowns are passing, 4 of them are rushing. And he's really just been putting on a show. And when you look at it across the board, he's having his best year ever. And I think people are making this closer than it actually is, because I guess if you use context, the Bills are traded away their star receiver in the offseason, and Josh Allen's been amazing, and it really just seems like it's between Lamar and Josh Allen at this point. But I don't really see a great argument for Josh, other than the fact that he maybe just doesn't have the better talent around him. But when you look at Lamar, this is what we're going off of. Number 1 in QBR. That is a great stat to just justify how good a quarterback is playing. Number 1 in passer rating by a landslide. It's not even close. It's 9 or 10 points in passer rating to the second guy. I think it's Jared Goff. So, yeah, you're doing all the QB things, all the quarterbacky stuff, as people like to say, against Lamar Jackson. He's got almost 4,000 passing yards. He has more passing, I think 500 more passing yards while playing one more game. He's got 852 rushing yards or something like that with one game left, which is 300 more than Josh at this point. In reality, he's got at least by the end of this week, depending how crazy Josh Allen goes, he's got 500 plus more yards on him as a whole, with way more touchdowns. I don't see it. I don't see the argument against Lamar. I really don't. And that's not to push Josh down, because he's, like I said, been incredible. But it's just one of those years where somebody else was just a little bit more incredible, in my opinion. And when you look at it, 67.9% completion percentage, that's the best Lamar's ever had. It's just he's not putting the ball in harm's way. He's accurate. He's making plays all over the field. He can take one and break it for 40 if he needs to. It's just one of those things where there's stopping Lamar Jackson's not really a thing at this point. You can stop the guys around him, and that might be the reason the Ravens get bounced. But ultimately, you really just can't stop Lamar. He's in every game. He's almost always the best player on the field. And I don't know. I don't see an argument against him. 43 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. That is insane. That is insane. He's almost on pace for, he's going to have 4,000 plus passing yards and maybe 1,000 rushing yards if he goes crazy in the last week of the season. That's just unspeakable stuff. And I don't see how you can't go with Lamar Jackson as your MVP. I really don't. And for a guy that runs a lot, he's top 4 in passing yards. I mean, what else do you really need? From top 4 in passing yards when his team is leading majority of the game. And we always got Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry has been amazing. But still, he's still throwing the rock. He's still making big plays. And when you watch Lamar, you just know that you're always just one play away from this game just getting wrecked. And that's the power that he carries. And it's the same for Josh too. But ultimately, Lamar he's just had a better season. The records are pretty close. And I'm pretty sure Lamar sat out 3 or 4 fourth quarters this season, to where if he plays those quarters and the Ravens don't destroy their opponent in those games, you're probably looking at a quarterback that's going for 1,000 rushing yards and 4,500 passing yards, which is ridiculous. And you think about it, 43 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. With him sitting those fourth quarters, he's probably close to like 50 touchdowns and like, we'll call it 5 or 6 interceptions, which is bonkers. So let me know in the comments if you agree with me. Do you think Lamar Jackson's the MVP? I think statistically, he kills every category. Every big game, the dude balls out and plays amazing. He's a highlight, just like Josh too. But I just think he's had a better season. It's not like a crazy, crazy better season because I do think that Josh has warranted MVP attention. I just think Lamar's just been one leg up on this. And I want to know in the comments if you agree with that. If you disagree, let me know why you have Josh Allen or somebody else as the MVP. If you have a Saquon or a Derrick Henry or whatever it may be, let me know. I want to hear the argument. I truly do just think Lamar's kind of ran away with this the last like 3 or 4 weeks. And yeah, there's nothing that's going to change my mind in the last 2 weeks of the season. Lamar's only got 1 game left, but like it's everything that needed to be done was done by Lamar. So I think this race is over. And I think Lamar's going to win it for a 3rd time. Now the big deal here is let's get it done in the playoffs. If you're the Ravens fan or if you're a Lamar fan, try to get to the Super Bowl. Like that is the postseason success is the reason that so many people just bash Lamar for no particular like reason other than the fact that a team doesn't make it all the way to the Super Bowl every single year. I think this could be the year that he could get it. That it does feel like the AFC is wide open, and get to the Super Bowl, see what happens. But obviously, we want to see a long run out of the Ravens in the postseason, and Lamar is going to be the biggest reason that it happens or doesn't happen. So I think that they're going to be in great shape when you have Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. That's a great, probably one of the best 1-2 punches the NFL has ever seen. And at playoff time, I'm very curious as to what we're going to see from them because there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure given all the years of playoff shortcomings. But this could be the one that Lamar shuts a lot of people up. And I think he's on his way to his 3rd NFL MVP. And I think the playoff success could be following. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe if you like this kind of content. Please like the video. Like I said, let me know who your MVP is and why. If you like Lamar, that's my guy. That's who I think is going to win it. But I'm open to hearing everybody's arguments. But thanks for watching. I'm done. Peace.